When we were interviewing states, there were 5 people in my company that were on the panel to decide which state to go. We chose South Carolina. It was a unanimous decision.
We were looking to re-domesticate to the United States, and we looked at several venues to do that because of what we believe to be the business acumen that was supported both legislatively and regulatory-wise with the Department of Insurance here, that this would be a good choice for us.
We have all of our operations headquartered in Jacksonville, Florida, so it just made more sense to be in South Carolina. Also, it's a very captive-friendly industry in which to operate.
In my business, we're in healthcare, so if I was going to choose someone to do a hip replacement, I would choose a doctor that did it several times a week, not just once or twice a year. The location and the expertise and the knowledge of the South Carolina Department of Insurance led us to choose them as our domicile for our risk retention group.
One of the best things about working with the Department of Insurance here, there are no surprises. They've laid out a platform on how to conduct business here as a captive owner.
The professionalism of the South Carolina Department of Insurance is really second to none. You have a real partner. You aren't dealing with a giant bureaucracy.
You have highly educated folks that know this business.
Jay Brownham, for example, he has a fiduciary role and he has to fulfill that fiduciary role, but he brings a very business-like approach to it. Someone that gets back to you very quickly, and he surrounded himself with a very professional staff.
Ray Farmer has been incredible to meet. When I walk into a meeting in South Carolina, he knows who I am, he says hello, we talk about business.
They have a tough role. They're a fiduciary. They have to administer the laws of the state of South Carolina, but they do it in a very business-friendly way.
You know, you need to have the right expertise there, that you need a state where they've done it several times so that you know that it's a good jurisdiction.
All the big names are here from a captive management standpoint.
Whether it's the captive managers, legal, or actuaries, finding the correct answer takes a lot of work. So you've got to surround yourself with world-class experts, and I feel like we have. They take our business very seriously, and they want to help us be a successful insurance company.
A great example of how easy it is to do business in South Carolina was most recently when we had to change banks. It took just a matter of days. We also approved it through the department, not an issue whatsoever, and it was so seamless, it was wonderful.
Our front entrance 4 years ago was washed away, which was one of the reasons we thought about captive insurance. So we were able to perfect that insurance with captive, and we actually had another incident last December, and we were thrilled that we had the insurance coverage for it.
South Carolina has a hospitality and welcomeness to it, I think, that it can't be matched probably anywhere else in the United States.
It really is a pleasure to come here. It's a pleasure to do business, and when you need to meet with people, you never get that sort of friction of, oh, I really don't want to go there.
Being here in the Charleston area gives us a great opportunity to not just have Class A venues, to have professional meetings. It also provides us a great opportunity to explore, you know, the amenities that exist here in Charleston and the surrounding area.
Our board members are not compensated, they volunteer their time, so we like to go somewhere where they can tack on a few days with their families if they so choose.
You can take advantage of the Gulf, the beautiful ocean, you know, just the South in and of itself is so charming, and it's such a lovely environment in which to work.
You have to get your business done, but it's nice when it's over that you can enjoy the various amenities, whether it's the beaches, the fine dining, or the great historical aspect of the various cities in the state of South Carolina.
For someone re-domesticating today, I can only see that process even be enhanced because of the upgrade of professionalism that's been introduced to the department since that time over the last 10 years.
How do you reconcile having offshore domicile versus onshore domicile? And I think to answer that question, I would have to say, in our life, we have a reason for having both. But being a not-for-profit and having favorable tax treatment onshore, you sometimes need that treatment. But if we were only going to do business onshore, I would certainly take a look at South Carolina for the reasons we've talked about.
From a legislative, regulatory, as well as infrastructure base that's been built here to support this industry, South Carolina is open for new business.
They make sure they know our business matters, we matter to them, and they want us to continue obviously coming to the state and enjoying doing business there.
One of our mottos is right result, right way, and that's something we live by. So it's nice to have a partner who recognizes that and realizes how important that is to you, so we know we're in the right domicile.